Good morning, you guys. I just finished making my coffee. So good. And today I am doing another 24-hour reading challenge. So if you're unfamiliar with the 24-hour reading challenge, is basically where a person stays awake for 24 hours reading books. But this time, I am determined to stay awake past 2 a.m. If you have watched any of my other 24-hour reading vlogs, then you will know that I always go to bed around the 2 a.m. mark just because I physically can't read past 2 a.m. But today I am determined to do better and actually stay awake for a full 24 hours reading. Today's the day. I have a good feeling. Maybe not. I don't know. We shall see. I'm kicking off this challenge by reading Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. So many of you guys told me that you absolutely adore the story and the characters. So I'm really excited. I am going into it with super high expectations. So I hope that the book delivers. This one is basically about Sky, a senior in high school, meets Dean Holder, a guy with a promiscuous reputation that rivals her own. From their very first encounter, he terrifies and captivates her. Though Sky is determined to stay far away from him, his unwavering pursuit breaks down her defenses and the intensity of the bond between them grows. But the mysterious Holder has been keeping secrets of his own, and once they are revealed, Sky is changed forever and her ability to trust may be a casualty of the truth. This sounds like a typical Colleen Hoover book that is going to break my heart into a million tiny pieces. I'm excited and I'm ready. It's currently 7:10. We're just going to pretend it's 7 a.m. on the dot and start this 24-hour reading challenge. Here we go. We're starting. And we're off. I opened up to the first page of the book, and right off the bat I noticed that this book is taking place in 2012, which makes sense because I think this book was published in 2013, but that seems like a lifetime ago. It truly, truly does. I just mentioned that this book starts off on Sunday, October 28th, 2012. But now that I went to the next chapter, which this book actually doesn't have like traditional chapters like chapter 1, chapter 2. It's divided into different days. But now the book is actually going back in time. We're starting before the first chapter of the book on August 25th, 2012. So I guess we get to see Sky meet Holder for the first time because the first couple pages of the book were Sky and Dean interacting with each other. Now we're going back in time to see how they actually met, and I actually really like that. I like that the book started off with a bang, and now we're actually going to see the beginning of Sky and Holder's love story. Sky just mentioned that she likes making out with guys because it makes her feel numb. I feel like there's more to that. There has to be. Oh my god, so we were just introduced to Branken. I think that's how you pronounce his name, and I love him already. He's a new student at Sky's school, and he literally just walked up to her and was like, "You and I are going to be best friends." I love that type of energy. We need more of him in this world. So Holder and Sky just met for the first time, and it was a little weird because it seemed like Holder recognized Sky from somewhere. He even wanted to see her ID, so it makes me think that it's not the first time that they've met, but Sky doesn't recognize him at all, and she's kind of thrown off from his reaction because at first she thought that Holder was going to hit on her, but then he didn't. I feel like there's more to that story. It's almost 9 o'clock now. I'm on page 114 of the book, and I have to say that the book is really entertaining. I'm enjoying the dialogue between all of the characters. The only thing is that I'm not loving Holder yet. I feel like he is a walking red flag. He has a really bad temper and a ton of mood swings, and I'm not here for that. I don't like the vibe. You know, I know there's more to his character. I'm sure I'll find out later on in the book the reason for all of his mood swings and his anger issues, but again, I'm just not loving them right now. All right, so I'm about 2 hours into reading, and I do have to say that although I feel like Holder is a walking red flag, I really like how him and Sky are super honest with one another. They don't really hold back. That is so refreshing to me because I can't stand when two main characters in a book don't know how to communicate with one another and all the problems come from miscommunication. Dean and Sky don't have that problem. They're super honest with one another, so I've been finding that really refreshing. You guys, I just learned a little bit of Dean's past with his family, and my heart, his behavior makes so much sense now, and I just want to give him a hug. Oh my god, I'm freaking out because I just got a glimpse into Sky's and Holder's past, and I can't say what the glimpse was because I don't want to ruin the book for you in case you haven't read it. But oh my god, Colleen Hoover is making it really hard for me to like Dean right now. He's acting like a complete ass towards Sky without giving her an explanation. I'm like halfway done with the book. I've been reading for 2 hours and 46 minutes according to my little handy dandy timer. I think I'm going to try to find the audiobook for Hopeless so I can do a couple tasks around my apartment. Like I need to do laundry and also get ready for the day, so you're not staring at this no makeup face all for the whole video, you know? And that way I don't have to pause the timer because I'm actually at a really good point of the story as well, so I don't want to stop reading. Full Hopeless by Colleen Hoover audiobook. Perfect.
The nightstand and grab my phone. The text is short and simple, but it's his way of letting...
Just changed into workout clothes. I'm actually going to go to my apartment's gym and get a quick workout in. Since I found the Hopeless audiobook on YouTube, I can actually listen to the audiobook while I work out. I also need to charge my camera because it is about to die. So I need to charge it or else I won't be able to film the rest of this 24-hour reading vlog. From the gym, I took a shower, I put on a little bit of makeup. I haven't done anything with my hair yet, so let's ignore that. Now it's time to get back to reading. Holder is growing on me. The more I get to know his character, the more he's growing on me, because for the first half of the book, I was not team Holder at all. I actually really like how Colleen Hoover wrote this book. So we're getting Sky's present POV in 2012, and we're also getting glimpses to her life 13 years in the past. So the timeline is going from past to present. It makes the book go by super fast. I am shocked. Holder just dropped a truth bomb on Sky and on me, and I'm shocked at the turn of events in this book. Everything makes so much sense. Sky's dad is literally the biggest piece of shit to ever exist. Wow. It's 1:21 and I just finished Hopeless. What did I just read? Oh my god, what the fuck did I just read? First of all, this book was way longer than I expected it to be. This book is 406 pages. I think this is the thickest Colleen Hoover book that I've read. I'm pretty sure. And I don't even know where to begin. Such a beautiful story, such a heartbreaking story. The twist in this book was one that I did not see coming. I absolutely love Sky. I wanted to just give her a hug. My heart broke for her. Holder grew on me throughout the book once I began to learn about his past. I do want to read Losing Hope, which is the same story, just told from Holder's POV. And I think I'll be able to understand his character a lot more in that book. But like, wow, this was such a good book. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I definitely will look up the triggers in Hopeless because they talk about certain things that can be very triggering for some people. Colleen Hoover did it again for me. Just go read this book. That's it. That's all. That's my review. Loved it. Go read it. Normally I'm a quick reader, especially when it comes to Colleen Hoover, but I feel like that book took me such a long time to get through, literally the whole morning. But now I'm going to start on a new book, which I actually have read the first couple chapters of this book. So it's Where the Crawdads Sing by Celia Owens. For years, rumors of the Marsh Girl have haunted Barkley Cove, a quiet town on the North Carolina coast. So in late 1969, when handsome Chase Andrews is found dead, the locals immediately suspect Kaya Clark, the so-called Marsh Girl. But Kaya is not what they say. Sensitive and intelligent, she has survived for years alone in the marsh that she calls home. When two young men from town become intrigued by her wild beauty, she opens herself up to a new life until the unthinkable happens. I'm pretty sure I started a reading vlog with this book and I just never finished it because life got busy. I'm on page 22, so I really didn't get that far. I've heard really good things about this book. The movie has been getting really good reviews from what I've seen, and I haven't watched the movie yet, so I definitely want to read this so I can go watch the movie. I do remember that I wanted to cry within the first chapter of this book. It was such a sad beginning, so I feel like I'm going to cry throughout this book, honestly. I don't know. We shall see. Let's just start it. It's been over 2 hours and I just got to part 2 of Where the Crawdads Sing. I just want to hug the main character. I feel so bad for her. She's had such a rough life. Her whole family abandoned her at a super young age. She had to grow up hella quick. Like, I'm talking about she had to grow up at the age of 6, which is insane to think about. And there have been good people that have helped her here and there, but she's mainly been on her own. The prologue started off in 1969, which is when the body of Chase Andrews was found. And then the first chapter starts off in 1952. And then part 1 ended in 1961. So there has been a huge time jump, almost 10 years. But throughout part 1, we go from seeing the character grow up and get older, and then it switches back to the year 1969 when the investigation of Chase Andrews' death is going on. It's been a little slow because this book is definitely more character driven. Like, we're literally watching Kaya grow from the age of 6 till the age of 15. Well, she was 15 when part 1 ended. We're literally watching her grow, watching her mature, watching her get her period for the very first time, watching her like a boy for the very first time. So not a lot has happened aside from the fact that everyone that comes into her life leaves her. Like, her whole family, her mother, her brother, her father, her sisters, they all abandoned her at such a young age. I can't get over that. That is so sad. So she's basically realizing that the only person she can count on is herself. Part 2 is called The Swamp. So I'm excited to see what happens. I do have a pile of laundry that I need to put away. So I'm going to read one more chapter and then I'll switch over to the audiobook on my phone so I can put this laundry away because it's literally staring at me and judging me for leaving it on my bed.
Dreamy light of a 3/4 moon. The Martian.
Just finished putting all of my laundry away. I'm still listening to the audio book on my phone. I'm at the part of the book where Kaya and Chase are actually getting to know each other. Chase is the complete opposite of Kaya. He's from a well-off family. He's like the star of his town, football quarterback. I think he's an only child as well. So literally his upbringing is the complete opposite of Kaya's. And for some reason, he's very intrigued by her. He's very intrigued by the fact that she was able to survive out in the marsh by herself with no help. But I think it's really nice that Chase is giving Kaya the time of day and like being her friend, even though it didn't start off like that for him at all. He wanted to be the first person to take her virginity, I guess. I'm going to continue listening to the audiobook while I clean up my kitchen. I just want to tidy up the counters, do some dishes, multitask, because I found the audiobook on YouTube and the person who's reading the book has such a soothing voice. And I think she captures the essence of the book perfectly. I'll have it linked down below if you guys want to check it out.
What was the strong with?
I changed my mind regarding Chase. I don't like him, and I really hope I'm wrong, but I'm getting creepy vibes from him. I don't want Kaya to get hurt. She's been hurt so many times. Like, can this girl catch a break? Chase is officially a piece of shit. And I'm so mad. How dare he, is all I gotta say. How dare he? Oh, yes. I literally have snot coming out my nose. That's so gross. This book broke me. The ending. Holy shit. Oh my god, I can see why everyone is raving about this book. Like, I don't know what to say. I honestly was debating whether or not to give this a 4 out of 5 stars, and then the last couple pages convinced me that this is a 5-star read. Wow, what a beautiful but heartbreaking story. I need to go watch the movie. Like, I need to go watch it tomorrow. The writing, 10 out of 10. So good. I found the first part of the book very slow, but then once you get to the second part and the third part, the book starts picking up and it goes by super quick, and it was just such a good freaking book. Go read it. That's all I'm gonna say. Go read this book. Wow. I wish I could say more about it, but I don't want to spoil the book for you in case you haven't read it. Just go buy this book, read it, get through the first part of the book, which is a little slow, and then once you get past that first part, you're not going to be able to put this book down. Absolutely loved it. Oh my god. This is the aftermath of trying to take a thumbnail. My bookshelf is bare. Safe to say that after reading these 2 books, I definitely need something light and fun. My heart needs time to recover. After that immensely sad book, I think I'm going to read The Heart Principle by Huang. This is the 3rd book in the Kissed Quoten series. I think this is a romantic comedy, and I haven't read a rom-com in such a long time, so I'm actually looking forward to reading this. It is currently 7. I think it's around 7. Let me check my phone. Where's my phone? I don't know where my phone's at. I heard it. I'm actually feeling kind of tired. Maybe I should make a cup of coffee so I can stay up late. Should I have a cup of coffee? I can't remember the last time I had coffee at like 7 p.m. Just took off my makeup. Haley just took off my makeup and my contacts, and I feel 100 times better. But I have made progress with this book. It is currently 9:19. So far I've really been enjoying this book. It's definitely a nice break from the serious and intense topics that the other books were about. This one is very lighthearted and very funny. So far I'm still in the beginning of the book, but it's been a really nice change of pace. I really like the main character so far, Quan. I already knew about Quan and I was introduced to him in the Kiss quotes, and I loved him then. Anna is completely new to me, but I really like her so far. I think she's so adorable. I'm getting really tired now, but I'm halfway done with The Heart Principle. I just got to part 2 of the book, and I forgot what I told you guys about this book, but so far I've been really liking it. It's definitely a lot spicier than the other 2 books, which I didn't expect. Why is my hair standing up like that? I like this book a lot more than I like The Bride Test, because I felt like The Bride Test felt forced versus this one feels a lot more natural. And I think this one is interesting because in the other 2 books in the series, the main characters, well, one of the main characters had autism. They were diagnosed at a young age, versus in this book, the main character Anna is diagnosed with autism later on in life. I think she's in her late 20s, early 30s. I actually don't know how old she is, but so she's dealing with a new diagnosis, but she actually feels like it explains a lot, so she's at peace with her new diagnosis. And then Quan has his own set of issues that he's dealing with. But now part 2 is starting with something happening in Anna's family, so I'm sure that's going to affect her and Quan's relationship. And it sucks because they finally got to a place where they have agreed to date officially, and instead of just like hooking up. My eyes hurt. I want to go to sleep. Okay, that's all I have. I just finished The Heart Principle, and I have to say that I really enjoy this book, and I feel like I've mentioned that a million times already. It is a romance book. It's a rom-com, and for the first couple of chapters it has a lot of romance, a lot of comedy, and then as you get to part 2 of the book, it deals with a lot of heavy topics such as death, grief, depression, gaslighting, so many important topics that romance kind of takes a back seat. I know that some people may not like that because this book is advertised as romance, but I didn't mind it at all. I love that it tackled real life issues, because in real life, love isn't perfect. In real life, love can be messy, especially when you have to deal with family issues, when you deal with grief, depression. I think I give it 4 out of 5 stars. I definitely would recommend to read it. The Kiss Colton is definitely still my favorite book out of the series. This one comes second, and then The Bride Test comes third. This one is definitely a huge improvement from the second book. It is freezing in my apartment right now because I have the AC. It's about 12:30 now. I wish I could go to bed because I am tired, but I'm determined to see this challenge through. I need to pick a new book to read. I need to put all of these books away because it's really bugging me. And the problem is that I'm too tired to alphabetize this bookshelf. I don't know what to read next, you guys. What book should I read? I think I'm going to try to give this one a shot next. I love how I'm sitting on the floor right now because if I lay in bed, I'm falling asleep. I'm also having like the worst allergies right now. But this one is basically about set on a mission to retrieve a hidden map, the key to a legendary treasure trove. 17-year-old pirate Captain Alosa deliberately allows herself to be captured by her enemies. More than a match for the ruthless pirate crew, Alosa has only one thing standing between her and the map: her captor, the unexpectedly clever and unfairly attractive first mate, Ridden. But not to worry, for Alosa has a few tricks up her sleeve, and no one pirate can stop the daughter of the Pirate King. I'm still here, you guys, with Haley. She's keeping me company. Right, Mama? So I'm whispering because my husband is sleeping in our bedroom. I'm currently in my office. I'm 100 pages into this book, and I'm so glad that I saved this book for tonight, for this late in this my cat in this 24-hour challenge, because this book is so entertaining. Like, I'm so tired, but I actually can't put it down. Like it's actually pretty funny, and it literally feels like I'm watching Pirates of the Caribbean, and I love it. I love the main character Los. I love how stubborn she is, how sassy she is. I love the main character Ridden. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Is it Ridden or Ryden? Oh my nose. I just finished Daughter of the Pirate King. I absolutely love this book, but honestly I can't even tell you guys my thoughts on this book because I am so tired. I'm gonna go to bed for a few hours and then wake up early so I can tell you guys about this book and continue this reading challenge. I only have about 3 hours left, and honestly I don't even think I can stay awake for 3 more hours. Like, my eyes hurt so much. I have a huge headache. Allergies are killing me. And I just can't stay up. But this is the latest that I've stayed up. It's 4 in the morning, guys. I'm low-key proud of myself because I made it past the 2 a.m. mark. This is an improvement. Maybe next time when I do this 24-hour challenge, I'll be able to stay awake the whole time. I really enjoy this book, you guys. I definitely recommend it. If you are a fan of Pirates of the Caribbean, I feel like you will really enjoy this movie. What am I saying? I feel like you will really enjoy this book. I kind of wish there was a little bit more romance. I was expecting more romance between Ridden and... It's really bugging me that I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'm also too lazy to look it up right now. I'll look it up tomorrow morning. Or today in the morning. in a few hours. I don't know what I'm saying, but I was expecting more romance between Alosa and Raiden. I don't fucking know. And there really wasn't that much. There was a tiny bit, but this book is definitely not a romance focused book. It focuses more on Alosa's journey. I don't know if to give it a 4 or a 5-star rating. I feel like I can give it a 4.5 because I really enjoyed this book, like immensely. And I didn't think I was going to like it. I feel like I have a cat hair on my lip. And what else? It was a pretty quick read too. I read it in like 4 hours. Definitely recommend, and I'm going to pick up the second book in the series ASAP. I'm probably going to order it in the morning because I really enjoyed this book. And my hair is crazy. Okay, I'm done. Bye. To finish off this 24-hour reading vlog, I'm going to attempt to finish The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I have not started this book yet, and I don't think I'll be able to finish it in 3 hours and 30 minutes. Maybe, I don't know, it seems kind of thick. And this is the first book of a fantasy series. Normally the first book in fantasy series tend to be really slow since it involves a lot of world building. So I don't know how far I'll get into this book, but we shall see. And I dropped it. I always feel so relieved when I hit the 24-hour mark, and I'm so glad this challenge is over. It doesn't get easier. Well, I guess I did better this time because I stayed up till 4. I'm going to be tired for the rest of the day today. I woke up super early to try to finish this video as early as possible, so I forced myself awake at like 8, and I think I got pretty far. It actually wasn't that hard, if I'm being honest, because this book is actually quite entertaining. I'm on page 160 on chapter 16. This is not a bad book. A lot of you guys told me that you didn't really like The Cruel Prince, and I can see why. I'm not a fan of any of the characters, if I'm being honest. I don't like the main character, Jude. I don't like, what's his name? Pris Cardin. He's such an ass. And isn't he supposed to be like Jude's love interest? And I understand why he's an ass. Like, I get it, but he's not only an ass, he's actually gotten violent towards Jude. So I don't know if I can be on his team. And Locke, I'm at the part of the book where Locke is acting weird towards Jude, and I'm like side-eyeing him because I don't trust him either. So I'm not a fan of any of the characters yet. It's still an entertaining read, and it was a nice break from romance, so I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely going to finish it. Probably not today, probably sometime this week. I'll definitely give you guys an update on my thoughts on this book. Make sure to follow my Goodreads account so you can see my final rating for The Cruel Prince. But with that being said, we are done. You're not going to see me on the floor of my office anymore. Haley, come say hi. Say hi. Let me know in the comments below if you have read any of the books that I read during this 24-hour reading challenge. I would love to know. Also, let me know if you've ever attempted a 24-hour reading challenge. Let me know how it went, if you succeeded, or if you fell asleep halfway through. I would love to know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.